Hi everyone. I'm just gonna jump on in because I look good. Okay, here is what I think you hate about your life right now. Not that I'm an expert, but I do know people. I work with people, I talk to people, I write books for people, I study people, I know people. And here's what I think the number one thing is. For the most part, you are doing life alone. You feel alone. It's okay to admit it. Lord knows I feel it sometimes. You feel alone in your marriage. You feel alone when you go to work. You feel alone in your neighborhood. You feel alone in your social life. Whether you are or not. And that's the thing. You can be surrounded by kids. You can be a teacher and feel alone. You can be in public and feel alone. You can be married and have children and serve them dinner every night and still feel so alone. Number two thing that you hate about your life. You assume no one else is alone. You assume that everyone is getting together without you, don't you? That's what you think. You think that because you see them on social media and they're posting pictures when they're with their friend. Now you're walking out of a restaurant with your family and you happen to look over at a table and you see them on their girls' night. And whenever you're around, they kind of whisper, right? So you assume that's always them making plans behind your back without you, not involving you. And therefore everybody is getting to have a social life and everybody is hanging out without you. But what does it matter if they're hanging out without you anyway? Because the number three thing that you hate about your life is that you don't quite fit in. You're like a square peg in a round hole. You darn square peg. You're like the only married college student out of your friends. You're the only single mom. You're the only lesbian couple on the block. You're the only Christian. You're the only Jew. The only one with maybe an illness. Oh gosh, the list could go on. You're the only retiree in your group. You're the only one embarrassed, humiliated even, about a recent scandal that you just know everybody is talking about. Maybe you're the only grandmother raising a grandbaby. But the third thing is, you think you just don't fit. What are you going to do about it? Those are the three biggest things, the three biggest issues, or one of the three. I mean, what are you going to do about it? I mean, seriously, I'm curious. Are you going to sit here for another year and do nothing and just see if it changes? Maybe, I mean, honestly, maybe it will change. Are you going to just sit around and whine about it in front of your friend group? Everybody likes that. You should do that. Because here's the deal. If you want this area of your life to change, and it's a vulnerable area. I know, because I feel you. Honestly, I feel you. A lot of times, I mean, many times I think, oh, well, I don't think I was invited to that. Okay, I bet they just forgot me. I bet it's not a big deal. They just forgot me. But if you want to see change in this area of your life, then allow me to present to you an idea called finding your people online. See, that's the catch. Finding your people online. You know, my mother once told me that, the internet is going to be the demise of our society, Melissa. It's like the beckoning of the end of the world. Okay, settle down, mother. I personally have not found that to be true. My job is on the internet. I think it's the best job I've ever had. I've found people here. I've made friends here. I've had really exciting, hilarious, wonderful things here on this internet, in this place. When I decided that this is a big, huge world, I just got to find my place in it. And I'm wondering if I could ask you to just maybe consider doing the same. Let me tell you one of the sweetest discoveries that I have made on said internet. First of all, I now have this dear friend. She's a mother from New Jersey. And she wears cheetah print all the time. And she talks exactly like this. And if I call her, she'll be like, oh my God, Melissa, it's 2:00. You know what I'm doing? I'm having a cocktail. Oh, I've never met her. Also, years ago, I had this dear friend when we lived in Nashville, but we lost touch. She moved away from there. I moved away from there. We found each other online. We've completely reconnected after all these years. I mean, my gosh, she's actually come back into my life in a big way. She's actually like working with me now online. I mean, don't tell me that the internet can't do some surprisingly wonderful things. And for those of you who are like, I know, I met my old boyfriend, Bill. I reconnected with him. I mean, I haven't told my husband about it, but we DM all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. So I just told you 3 of the main reasons that I believe you very well may be unhappy with your life. How'd I do? Did I hit the proverbial nail on the head? I'm thinking I did. But now let me tell you the 3 reasons, and this is actually fact, the 3 reasons why people in this year, 2022, are turning out, are showing up for online communities. Number 1 reason people want to get involved in an online community and find that it works for them, they just want to be themselves. They want to be themselves. Screw whoever told you that you were a square peg in a round hole, right? Honestly, if we all hung out together and we were all the same, no offense, but I would be asleep in like less than 5 minutes. I mean, that would be so boring to me. I love the fact that when you're online, you can completely be yourself. Just be who you are. Maybe your literal community, the community where you live and where you find yourself, maybe they find you different. Maybe they find you weird. Maybe they think you don't fit in. But let me tell you something. Online, we found you fascinating. Number 2 reason, and it's weird because number 1 was, people just want to be themselves. And here, I'm about to tell you this, but the number 2 reason that some people are literally clamoring for online community is that they want to be someone else. They think in real life, they're a dud. They think, I'm too shy. I'm not funny. I'm not brave enough. But then you get behind a keyboard. Ever notice this? And you can become someone else. You can become who you actually would really love to be if you weren't so timid or if you weren't so shy. I mean, now, don't get me wrong, okay? For every evil troll that also wants to get online and have some kind of sense of bravery, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who are just like, I just for a moment, I want to be bold. I want to say what I think, and I want to talk without being too shy to get up in front of the class. And for them, online community is perfect to that. We say, welcome. And then a third thing, and honestly, a third thing that people love about online communities, and honestly, I had never really even thought about this, and I'm in an online community, is, do you know what is once a week? What is held once a week? Almost everything. Literally almost everything. Your support groups, your quilting class, your Bible study, your book club, like everything is once a week, except online. Because when you're online, it's 24/7 access to people. When convenience and connections merge like that, honestly, that's the remedy for loneliness right there. So I don't know. Personally, I think I've proven my point. Transforming your life, transforming your loneliness, transforming your ability to fit in, I think it can be completely and utterly changed on the internet. Sexual deviants and serial killers are not around every single corner on the internet, mother. I mean, I guess if you want to find them, you can. But if you just want to talk, if you just want to chat, if you just want to talk about what you did this weekend or what great movie you saw, if you just want to say, hey, my husband's birthday's coming up, what do y'all suggest I do? Hey, where's a great place to take a vacation? If you just want that kind of connection, why are you not involved in online communities? Why are you not looking for your people? I'll tell you a good way to start. Join me, the most knuckleheadiest of them all. Is that a word? Join me tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. There is nothing on the agenda. Absolutely nothing. I'm going live across every single social media platform but Twitter because they're mean. I will be there 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am going to talk to you about my hair. I'm going to talk to you about how my feet keep getting wider. I don't even know how that's possible. We can talk about your aching back. We can talk about how to discipline your 3-year-old. We can talk about a new recipe you made this weekend. We can talk about your mother-in-law. I'm here for every bit of it. Join me tomorrow. You'll see how just making friends really can change everything. Oh yeah, and one last thing. Please don't sit there and tell me that transformation cannot happen online when I am living proof that it can.